Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back once again to Fat Cat Collections. Today I want to share with you guys another great holster by the company that goes by the name of Craft Leather Holsters. Craft is a company that contacted me several weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, and they were nice enough to send me 3 of their premium leather holsters. Now, this is the kind of company that why I kind of got involved in the whole YouTube thing, and not the only reason why I got involved in YouTube, but definitely one of those reasons that allows me to discover really amazing companies that maybe don't have either the recognition or the following quite yet. A lot of times there's newer companies, there's companies that are what I like to call micro brand companies, where they really need whether it be influencers of YouTube or bloggers to really share their product. There are so many products out there. I mean, let's face it, when we go shopping for something, we are bombarded with different products by different manufacturers, a lot of which are very similar, but also very different in a lot of ways. So it's fantastic that a company like Craft reached out. I was able to really discover their company and learn about their company, and of course share their company with you guys. So today I want to share with you guys another one of their paddle holsters. Now, if you haven't checked out my previous video I did on the paddle holster they most recently sent me, I gave that one to my dad. He absolutely loves it. You guys know I love to talk, so story with that is I borrowed, before I picked up a couple of handguns in the last year, I borrowed my dad's revolver to take on the boat. Just we were going out camping. Like to have something with me, you never know, an animal, person, who knows. And unfortunately had an old Uncle Mike's holster that the plastic just kind of dry rotted and wore out and it snapped. So I've been meaning to get him one, and it was just perfect timing that Craft reached out and sent me some holsters, and I was able to get him one. So it's fantastic. So he went with the black version of the paddle holster. And if you're not familiar with the paddle holster, I know there's lots of, let me just give my disclaimer first, because we gotta make sure the YouTube viewers don't jump on top of the video and be like, well, I know about this. I understand. There's lots of companies out there who make holsters, and there's lots of guys on YouTube reviewing holsters. So I'm sharing you guys my opinion and my experience with this company. And for those who don't know, who are looking for a holster, a paddle holster is just another style holster that actually mounts to your body without a belt. You don't need a belt to use a paddle holster. You don't. They're very adaptable. With this particular holster, there's a lot of adjustment as well. And what you have is a big giant plastic paddle that you slide inside your pants. It's kind of curved and rounded, so it conforms to your hip or your body, obviously, and what's fantastic about it is you have the angle adjustment as well. So this is a very adaptable holster. And some of you who maybe are looking for holsters, when it comes to holsters, it's always a good idea to have multiple variations of a holster for your gun. There's going to be certain instances where you want a specific holster, whether it be a shoulder holster or maybe one that's on your belt. I'm also going to share with you guys, I'll give you guys a sneak peek of a upside down and angled small of the back holster by Craft. That's for another video. Both these holsters are for technically the Walther P99, but, and this is going to be good for you Canik lovers out there, this is a Canik TP9DA. So the TP9DA and the TP9SA, there's one single action, one's double action. They're the same, basically the same footprint or same frame and slide. Basically, what the Canik TP9 is basically I would call it almost a direct copy of the Walther P99. So this is done in the burnt bronze. I absolutely love this firearm. It's not only for you guys who are like customized things, and guys who love the Invicta watches and like things that are flashy and stand out and are unique. The Canik guns are super unique with that burnt bronze finish. If you're interested in this, I did do, or not this one, but if you're interested in the product, I did do a basic review of this gun. I shot this gun a few times, absolutely love it. I'm not a professional shooter by any means, I'm just a hobbyist, but I love the fact that not only does it have a great look, but this burnt bronze finish is amazing. It's super durable. It's more durable than bluing. It's more durable than parkerizing. It's an amazing finish, and it'll give you years and years, if not a lifetime, of a great look. So the color on this is kind of like almost like a metallic OD green. It's the best way I could describe burnt bronze. That's just my opinion. So let's talk about the holster. So again, when you're looking for holsters for a Canik, a lot of times you may not find Canik holsters. You know, it's kind of a gun that's not as well known as like a Walther, although they are becoming more well known. There's lots of guns coming onto the onto the market. I did find it difficult to find a holster for a Canik TP9. So nice thing about it, I just happened to stumble upon a guy who compared the Walther P99 and the Canik, and they are identical. So basically, any holster for the most part that you get that's for a Walther P99 will fit the Canik TP9. So and that opens up a lot of doors for affordable holsters. A lot of times when you have a newer company like Canik, a company that's not as well known as some of your big players out there like Ruger and Smith & Wesson and and Beretta, a lot of times you don't have everybody and their brother making holsters. So it becomes kind of hard to find a holster, and then when you do find one specifically listed as being available, being for the Canik TP9, they want to charge you an arm and a leg for them. So what's great about this is it fits, and keep that in mind with any holster that's for the Walther P99 will fit the Canik TP9. But this is an amazing holster. Again, this is the paddle holster. This is done in I believe this is Italian leather. Super thick, super durable, very well made. You can see the stitching and the way they fuse leather together. Again, the paddle is super comfortable. I did remove 2 of these screws they had in the back here, and I think the idea in that is when you put this in your waist, they're almost like stop screws, I believe. I'm not really sure the purpose of them. What I found is they just kind of get in the way and they get hung up on my pants. Again, depends on your styling. For guys who wear tighter clothing, inside the waistband just doesn't really work, at least not for me. I find it super uncomfortable to have a gun tucked inside my waist or any kind of inside the waist holster. My buddy, he wears his clothing a lot larger, a lot baggier, a larger waistline. For guys like myself with no behind, I have to wear a belt, and I have to wear the belt pretty tight because pants just want to fall off me. So with this is great. This is very easy for me to slip in my waistline and just go. I find ones that slide in the belt. There's sometimes that I'm not preparing to go out and bring my handgun with me, and there's other times where I'll change my mind, say, hey, I'm going to run out here real quick. Maybe it's something I didn't think about, run into the store real quick. I don't have to take off my belt, put the holster back on, and get that ready to go. I know it seems silly to maybe, or almost lazy to be like, that's a big deal, but I find this extremely easy in a quick pinch to throw this on your belt. For my dad, that's why I recommend the paddle as well, because my dad, he's older and it's hard for him to kind of move around a little bit. This is a lot easier to slip this in your waistline. So just a quick demonstration. Again, this is available in the brown and of course the black. Very easy. When I remove those 2 screws, and it depends on your body and what fits you, I find it super easy to just pull out my waistline, and it's so easy to slide this down all the way, and then you're ready to go. Pop the shirt over it. Again, when you wear, it's almost ridiculous with concealed carry. If you wear tight clothing or fitted clothing, this is not concealed carry. I mean, I'm sorry. So it's just easier for me. When I'm going out, it just looks more normal just to have your gun out. You're not fooling anybody by walking around like this, So, and I think it just looks ridiculous. So this is great. I can run out real quick in a pinch, slide this in my waistline, and when I get home, I don't have to worry about taking off my belt, sliding off the holster. I can just very easily pop this out and place this on my desk or wherever I may be working, or back in the safe, whatever. So it's a very high quality holster. It's a very easy holster to just grab and go. And I think for anybody who's looking to conceal carry or carry, this is a great holster to have in your arsenal, so to speak. I have many holsters. Sometimes I like to wear, if I'm going to, let's say for instance, I'm going to go out and maybe hit up the logging roads and do some kind of plinking out there, and I want to wear my handgun. I'll have a holster that's like more of the plastic, what do they call that? The Kydex, which basically will clip on the waistband if I know I'm going to be wearing it all day. Something that securely holds it in. Other times, this is really kind of my go-to for concealed carry or for everyday carry. I hate using the catchphrases, the EDC. We all have things we carry. As grown men, we don't need to make videos about, this is what I carry every day. It's just ridiculous in my opinion. But anyway, this is what I normally carry when I do carry. Again, I like the fact that it does have the adjustable paddle. Some of you may be saying, you don't really need that. I kind of like it just straight up and down. What I find is with a lot of these newer cars and a lot of the cars in general, I shouldn't even say newer cars, you know, you have pretty decent side support on the back of the seat. And I find that whenever I wear a handgun that doesn't have a tilt to it, it just kind of rubs on the seat. I don't want to damage my leather. I don't want to scratch anything, you know. So this is very nice. I can set the angle of this, just kind of be canted a little bit forward, like so. And this allows me to just kind of keep that away from the seat in the car. And it just fits me better when I'm sitting down. I find any gun that you're carrying, and I know some of you guys may argue with me about this, and I don't really care. It's personal opinion. I find any gun that I carry just to be extremely uncomfortable. It's just, especially driving. A lot of times if I'm driving, I will, in most cases, just take the whole gun off and put it in the center console, or put it down on the storage area or the glove box, whatever. Sometimes I'll leave it on, but I do find it a lot easier with something like this, just to very easily pull this right out of your waistband and place it where you want to place it. So super high quality, absolutely love the design, and it's definitely a company that I have to tell you, of all the companies I've worked with over the years, and that's a lot of different companies, this company really cares about making their product and really making their product with high quality, but also taking care of the customer after the sale. This is the kind of company that when I send them an email, I know I'm going to get a response back. Most cases same day, other times a couple days. The communication's there, and they really want to take care of the customer. So that means a lot. One of the issues, and I don't want to really make it seem like an issue, because I kind of think like maybe I just kind of jumped the gun a little bit, so I kind of apologize there to the Craft, but when I got this, I found that the fitment of the leather it was a little bit different than the small of the back. And it is different when you look at it. I don't know if you can kind of see by the video. It's not quite as defined, and I thought maybe that this was made incorrectly. I just think it's something that, you know, every holster is going to be a little bit different, and I think it's something that just really needed to break in. I do find that the curve on this particular holster is a little bit more rounded. It's not quite as definely pressed, but there is a tension screw. So with these holsters, or this particular holster, you can adjust the draw on this so you can make it a little bit tighter or a little bit looser. I think mine is set pretty good, where it actually takes a little effort to pull it out. I don't want this thing falling out, because this is not a thumb brake holster. I'd hate to have to drop this gun on the ground, and not only is that embarrassing, but it's dangerous, and you could also, you know, damage the gun or scratch the gun. I like the fact that this is a pretty nice snug fit, and they do give you a leather conditioning kit, which I accidentally threw away when I got the holsters, to rub the oil. So I will buy some oil conditioner and just rub the oil to kind of loosen it up a little bit, and then kind of play with the tension screw. But overall, the handgun fits great in the holster. You wouldn't think you're using the holster. It's not designed for the gun. It fits perfectly. It looks good. It's very functional, and the quality is fantastic. So let me just read you guys a little bit more about what they say. And what I always say with you guys is, when you guys watch my video and you're thinking about ordering a product, or you're thinking about looking at a product, also, before you order, no matter where you're going to order from, click the link in the description and just take a look at the place that I recommend you buy from, and also just get more information. You know, you can hear me talk about this stuff, but it's always good to just see it in black and white. So, this is what they have directly off their website. I'm not going to read you the entire description. I encourage you guys to check it out. It does have 90-degree angles of adjustment with the paddle. It can be carried, it says the holster works best when carried in the 3 o'clock position on one's dominant side. So I believe this is my dominant side. So that's roughly, I'd say I carry more in the 2 o'clock position. Again, that is personal preference. You can adjust that where you want, but that's what they recommend. It says that the entire holster body is made of premium Italian cowhide. We have those Italian cows eating their pasta, pasta and meatballs. Just kidding. It's hand molded in various wet molding techniques applied in its production. It says it's always molded to an exact replica of your handgun. Now that might be a little bit of an issue with why I thought that maybe it didn't fit properly when I first got the holster. That's not the case, because they're using the exact same mold on both holsters. I just think maybe it wasn't pressed as much, and maybe this particular holster, maybe the leather was slightly different. You know, leather's, you know, not always exactly the same. It might have been a little bit thicker. Maybe it just needed to be pressed a little bit more. Either way, it still fits the gun perfectly, and it's a very, very small complaint, if it's even a complaint. It says the key parts of the holster are sewn together with high-quality German threads, which enhance the durability of the construction. Just kind of show you guys that close-up there. You can see super thick threads on that. This sucker is not going to come apart. Feels extremely durable. And let's see, it has the open top, open muzzle design. The opening of the holster is cut out for increased draw and reholstering speed. Although the holster does not come with a thumb brake, its retention is still extremely high. So, and I can account for that. I will tell you that even on your waistband, when you first get this and you go to pull this out, I believe that the screws are there to kind of keep this from pulling the holster out of your pants. For me, I found them just more of an annoyance. There are also some raised kind of peaks on the back side where your belt will be. This kind of puts a little bit of tension on your waistline and prevents the whole holster from coming out. You'll have to play with the tension screw and also break the leather in a little bit more and set this for where you feel most comfortable pulling this out. Again, that is personal preference. Everybody has a different feeling or different opinion about that. Do what works best for you. Again, you can adjust the drawing resistance. And again, it is available in 2 different colors, mahogany and black, both available for right and left-hand shooters. And the plastic paddle can easily be replaced with other types of belt holsters, so you can use that on different guns, I guess. It does have a 5-year warranty. It says produced by Falco Holsters. I believe that Craft produces some of their holsters and then outsources some of their other holsters. And that's really about it. Again, 5-year warranty, 2 different color options. Guys, it's a fantastic holster. I highly recommend this company. It's definitely my go-to company for holsters. After these collaboration videos, I'm definitely going to be reviewing one of their shoulder holsters, because again, there's different times and different reasons you want to carry a different style of carrying. I might want to carry this on the inside of my arm one of these days. I want something really well concealed, and I think a shoulder holster is honestly like the best way to conceal a firearm. If you're going to wear a coat or a sweater, I just feel like it's really out of the way and very accessible. Again, everybody's going to have different opinions. You're always entitled to have your opinion. Carry your firearm how you feel most comfortable, how you're going to be the safest way possible and feel the most comfortable. Again, this is just things I'm just sharing with you guys. But overall, great quality holster. Price point of this, you can get this for $95. I believe that it does include shipping. It is custom made, so the turnaround time is going to be a couple weeks. I think I waited about 2 or 3 weeks, if I remember correctly. But, good things take time. So it's a great holster. I encourage you to check it out. It's made for most of the major guns out there. And this gets, out of 67 reviews, it gets 5 stars. So people are very happy with their style of holster, the quality of the holster. It's definitely a company who's making a quality item. And I think the price point on this, you can find all kinds of holsters all over Amazon, but I can tell you the price point on this is competitive, and of course you're getting a very high quality holster. Now they do have a custom shop as well. You can add monogramming to this holster, or most of their holsters, for $9. I think on the next one, I wish I would have mentioned it. I didn't realize it. I would love to have on the shoulder holster some kind of monogramming done, maybe with the channel name. Be pretty cool. So we'll see. Stay tuned for that. Let me know if you guys have any questions whatsoever. I'm always here to help you guys out. Again, stay tuned for the small of the back holster I'll be reviewing in the next couple weeks. As always, guys, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment. Drop me a message if I can help you guys in any way. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And take care.